Have you ever wondered what happens when local police officers clash with federal agents? Both serve the same purpose of upholding law and order, but things can get heated when they cross paths. We've gathered 3 wild stories where arrogant cops got a reality check from special agents. Meet Officer Robert Dubout from the Bergen County Sheriff's Department. On May 31st, 2013, he pulled over a van in New Jersey for a small traffic violation. Little did he know, Trooper Jeremy Mikowicz from the New Jersey State Office was watching. Trooper Mikowicz quickly got out of his car, took out his gun, and walked towards Officer Dubout, who was in plain clothes. Mikowicz wanted to know why an unknown person was conducting a traffic stop. Here's how the intense encounter unfolded.
Yo! I want to see ID from you. From you. Right in there. Bergen County Police. Alright. Right there. Don't do that shit, brother. Shut your mouth. I'll do it if I want to. I want picture ID. You better have a good reason why you're whipping your weapon on me. I do. Alright? I do. You got what? Armed robbery. Police impersonator. I see what you got here. Back up. I gotta back up. No, you're not gonna tell me to leave here. This is my spot right here. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move.
Officer Dubout became outraged when Trooper Mikowicz pulled a gun on him. Trooper claimed he was just being cautious due to a series of carjackings involving robbers pretending to be undercover officers. However, when Dubout saw the officer pointing a gun at him in front of 2 suspects, he became enraged. Trooper Mikowicz, unfazed by Dubout's anger, stood his ground and even scolded a nearby civilian who was staring at him. The tension between the 2 law enforcement officers was over the roof as the situation escalated.
Eyes front! Why are you looking at me? Come to the front for a minute. That's what we're gonna Yeah, I work here. I work what? Get out of my face! Get out of my Get out of here! You know what goes on out here! Fucking rookie! You know what? What goes on out here! You know what goes on out here! Give me anyone here! Anyone here! Out of here! Anyone here! Out of here! Yeah, costume! Costume out of here! Yeah!
The body cam footage captures the tense moment when Trooper Mikowicz pushes Officer Dubout, escalating the conflict further. The situation becomes even more volatile when Bergen County Police Sergeant Gabriel Escobar arrives on the scene.
You gun on me! Scumbag! You want to scumbag? You! If you didn't have your uniform on, I'd wipe the street with you, bro! You put your gun on me! You fuck police, scumbag! What the do I look like you? Arrested for 3 of them in the last month. 3 of them in unmarked cars. Arrested police impersonators. So don't come out here rocking a uniform. You're better than anybody. You know who I am. Really? You know who I am. I don't know who you are. Do my ID. Arrested police impersonators. That's best, bro. Do they have this? Did I see that when I first walked in? But you saw it afterwards, scumbag. What, did I have my gun out after I saw that? Did I throw you out? Arrest the police impersonator. That's right. It's a move. It's a rookie move. You know who I am.
Sergeant Escobar sides with his deputy and confronts Trooper Mikowicz, insisting that he caused the unnecessary conflict. Trooper Mikowicz, however, refuses to back down and maintains his stance.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Tough Guy. Yeah, you don't know the story, bro. You don't know the story. You 6 months, you just got out of the academy. Yeah, you just got out of the academy. You see a uniform, that means I got out of the academy? No, because you're out. You don't know the story. I just told you the story, and you're still acting like. What does that mean? I just told you the story. So when your plainclothes guys do that, do we do that to them? Well, listen, when our plain guys are out here working, they let us know. I don't come out to do because you're not from here. You don't know about here. Are you the marathon? That's right, because I only got 6 months on the job. Because it's an issue now. Now it's an issue. Now it's an issue. First off, I'm not making an issue of it. I work out here. I work out here, all right? Oh, you're not making an issue out here? You come here ranting and raving, telling me to get I think we just do that? I think we just settle this out here. I'm not going to say nothing, but you want to call your boy up. I'm telling you, I tried to explain it to you. We've had 3 police impersonators, cap vests and all. So we're ripping and stripping out here, robbing people. You know what? Carjacking, guns, the whole 9 yards. If you don't believe it, I want my detectives to call you. I want them to personally call you because I'm a rookie and I don't know what's going on. Let's just calm down. Now, calm down. Because we're not getting anywhere yelling at each other, all right? If that's the case, then you know what? I know, I'm lying, bro. I'm lying. I come out here typically and put my gun out on police because that's what I do. That's what they teach us 6 months out of the academy to do. I want them to call you personally because, you know what? Apparently my word's not good enough. So I'm going to leave it as is.
Sadly, the 2 suspects initially stopped by Officer Dubois watched the entire incident unfold from their car. This clash of egos between 2 officers not only tainted the image of law enforcement, but also left many questioning who was at fault. Following the viral video, an investigation was launched to determine responsibility. The superintendent of state police firmly supported the actions of Trooper Mikowicz, while the cops chief suggested the situation could have been handled differently. This divide only adds to the complexity of the situation. But hold on, if you believe Trooper Mikowicz was justified in standing up to these disrespectful officers, prepare for another surprising encounter involving a courageous game warden who refuses to back down.
So, detaining me, I guess I'm going to take the stance again. I want to make sure this is clear. Now, what's going on here today is illegal, okay? And you're towing my pickup. I disagree with it 100%. And if you do it, you're doing it under my protest, okay? I've been detained here for I don't know how long as an American citizen in the state of Montana, not even as a game warden. My civil rights have been violated all morning long.
The man you see is Fish, Wildlife, and Parks, Game Warden Dirk Paulson, who found himself detained for over 5 hours by Fort Belknap Indian Reservation police officers. Paulson, a federal agent, was crossing land adjacent to the reservation when he was stopped and accused of trespassing. Body cam footage shows Paulson explaining that, as a federal agent, he has the authority to move through these areas and was not trespassing. Despite his explanation, tensions ran high as the tribal officers maintained their position, leading to a lengthy detention.
How's it going?
Had better days.
Heard that.
So what we have here is, this is deeded property owned by the tribal community. This is a BLM numbered route. This isn't submarginal. This isn't reservation. This is deeded property in the state of Montana.
Right.
And they've got me pretty well detained here on this open public road.
Okay. How's it going, guys?
Oh, Dirk Paulson.
Hawkinson.
Nice to meet you.
Hawking?
Chief of Police.
Okay, Travis Peck. Nice to meet you. Don't think we've ever met yet.
No, not yet.
So the issue here is, I'm aware of your tribal resolutions. I guess my question is jurisdictionally, okay, the authority to stop and detain me on a county road in Blaine County within deeded property. I mean, it's a county road that goes through, not disputing that this is deeded property that is owned by the community, okay, state of Montana. This is an open road. That's a BLM numbered trail and a county road. BLM cattle guard, BLM sign. I've been detained. I feel like my civil rights are being violated.
Okay, and there's actually, that's my point of view is also that their civil rights are violated. That the tribal sovereignty is being violated. Yeah, just a lot of, I guess, things that this has been, from what I'm understanding, this has been an ongoing thing for a couple of years now. So it should have been resolved by now. Apparently it hasn't been, and it's still having the same problems that were happening in the past. Are still happening today. So I mean, I guess the thing is that.
My question for everybody here is, what can we do? Let's get him out of here. We all go home. We all sit down somewhere tomorrow, the next day. I don't care when, but let's get everybody sit down.
Here's the thing with that is that that's already been done on 3 different occasions. They met with the state on this.
Okay.
They said that on each time they had told the tribe that they were going to resolve this issue. The issue was going to be resolved, but it's not.
On that resolution, it specifically states that working together, that they would notify us, request permission to come to cross all tribal land, all right-of-ways. That's what that resolution says. It doesn't say whether it's BLM or trust land or what. It just says all rights-of-ways.
What standing
and that's what this is right here.
What standing does tribal law have outside of the reservation?
That's right.
What standing? I know you point to the resolution, but my question is, how is that even valid here, where we stand right here?
Maybe that isn't for us to answer.
Well, if you're going to enforce it, I would hope you could answer.
Well, I'm enforcing tribal law.
Okay.
And if tribal law is unconstitutional or not right or whatever, that can't be decided by me. That's got to be decided by someone else.
I will say that the state, we have reached out to tribal fish and game on several occasions with a memorandum of understanding, which was rejected, a signing project, which we did not receive much support for. Several things have occurred. It takes two to tango, I would say.
Game Warden Dirk Paulson attempted to reason with the police officers, explaining that he was on a public Montana road where they had no jurisdiction over his movements. Despite Paulson's calm demeanor, the officers proceeded to detain him and transferred his belongings to their vehicle. Later, it was revealed that Paulson's department was investigating the killing of an elk by tribal citizens, leading some to believe that his detainment was a form of retaliation.
Okay, but you realize that you're...
Just Wednesday I sat down with tribal council, told them I might come to something like this, and all it took was a phone call.
Okay, but you do understand that the actions you're taking is quite likely illegal, and you may very well face criminal charges for it.
Enforcing tribal law.
Okay. Well, that's fine as long as you believe that. I'm going to pull my vehicle up here. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, you bet.
Okay, I'm going to pull my vehicle up here beside his.
Okay.
And we're going to get his stuff that he wants to take with him into my ride.
Okay.
That's the way this is going to shake down right now. Okay, and then we'll inventory. He will personally witness it. I will witness it myself, and then everything will be taken out of from there.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Hey, George, you're the vice president of the council, right?
Sure am.
So you're the next highest up guy here, because we've had to defer to Harold here on this. So what's the validity of detaining me on a open public road within the state of Montana? What's the authority?
The authority, as far as I remember, I'm new to the game, is through resolution that the former council passed. I didn't really pay that much attention to it.
We got it, Junior. I just came and told him I discussed it at length with both of them.
Well, he's on the council, and you said we need to talk to somebody higher up than you, so that's what I'm doing. You said you couldn't answer these questions. It's for somebody higher up to decide.
In response to his prolonged detention by Fort Belknap Indian Reservation law enforcement, Game Warden Dirk Paulson firmly expressed his disagreement. He argued that his civil rights as both a United States citizen and Montana resident had been breached, claiming that he was being unlawfully detained. Paulson pressed the tribal police to clarify their position on the matter, emphasizing the potential legal consequences of their actions.
So, detaining me, I guess I'm going to take the stance again. I want to make sure this is clear. Now, what's going on here today is illegal, okay? And you're towing my pickup. I disagree with it 100%. And if you do it, you're doing it under my protest, okay? I've been detained here for I don't know how long as an American citizen in the state of Montana, not even as a game warden. My civil rights have been violated all morning long, okay? I've been detained illegally, unlawfully, and now you're stealing my enforcement, my signed patrol vehicle. and telling me I have to go to a court that has no jurisdiction over top of non-tribal members to get it back. Am I clear on this? That's what's going on here? If I'm wrong, someone correct me.
Like detained? What do you mean by detained?
I'm not free to leave. I haven't been free to leave all morning. I've been boxed in by this gentleman, Mr. Dion, by your tribal fish and game director, Harold Main, by tribal police. I think Richard Bushy was parked down there, eyeing me for a while. I mean, I'm kind of outnumbered here. Luckily, the Blaine County Sheriff's Department, who has jurisdiction right here, is kind enough to come down here to witness what's going on here. These civil rights infractions that are happening.
As the situation intensifies, a tribal police officer steps in, attempting to de-escalate the tension. He recalls a similar conflict from the previous year and expresses concern about potential repercussions if the confrontation continues. Game Warden Paulson, on the other hand, voices his worries about possible misconduct in the area. Shortly after, the vice president of the tribal council arrives on the scene.
Well, I think this is my personal opinion, stepping out of the law enforcement role of it, but my personal opinion is this is where it needs to stop. Let this happen today, but the state, I don't care if it's Blaine County, and I can't tell Glenn how to do his job, obviously, but I trust him in what he'll do. So.
This happened last fall, and I brought it to his attention.
Did it come this far?
No, it was just threatened.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember us talking about it last fall too, and we were kind of all keyed up and worried that it was going to come to something like this. So said, we'll let this one play out, and I'm sure this is going to rattle some cages in Helena. It's going to
hope so.
Make some people upset. You've got a job to do, and you're how far out here, and say, for instance, one of these guys just decided to, go all out. Not saying they would, but just saying one of them thought about it, and my backup, your backup is, it took me how long to get out here?
Yeah, what I'm concerned about somebody who isn't of a level that and they can start enforcing the rules out here.
Yeah.
That part.
But even step back from that and step back to the civil rights issue, where does it draw the line? Because it starts here, then it goes to Highway 66, then it moves to US 2. And pretty soon it's not you, it's my wife driving down the road. So where does it, is somewhere, we've got to have an interpretation, and it's got to be handed down, so this looks like a good place to step in and start it.
Following an arduous 5-1-2-hour detainment, the tribal police officers ultimately released the game warden, allowing him to continue on his way.
Take it up to court.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Discuss it in court.
Well, the guys seem like a big waste of time. I appreciate it. Well, all right.
Hopefully it gets resolved. Maybe next time.
Well, we'll need some cooperation across the table.
Yeah, it is. It's been there. We reached out 3 times so far.
Okay. Well, guys, it's been real. It's been fun, but it has been real fun. We'll be in touch.
The aftermath of this incident remains uncertain, but many observers have praised the federal agent for his calm demeanor and adherence to federal law throughout the encounter. His efforts to diffuse the tension did not go unnoticed, and he has earned recognition for his professionalism in handling the situation.
And I'm telling you now,
have your fun
I'm telling
now.
you now, you're not going to touch me.
Have your fun now.
I'm telling you now.
When she comes, she's going to make the final decision.
And you're not going to touch me. That's for sure.
There's nothing you can
There's
do
no
about
need
it.
for that.
There's nothing you can do about it.
You're not going to touch me. I know that.
What are you going to do if I do?
Meet Sean Paul Reyes, a First Amendment activist known as Long Island Audit on YouTube. In March 2023, Reyes was exercising his constitutional rights at the General Services Administration in Philadelphia when he was confronted by a federal police officer. Little did the officer know he was about to receive a humbling lesson in constitutional law.
Who are you, ma'am? Who are you, ma'am? Who are you, ma'am?
I'm a staff member of the public contact team. to video or take photos in a federal building.
What? Why is that? Why can't I take video?
Sir, you can speak to the security.
But you're the one telling me. He didn't tell me I couldn't take video. You told me.
I don't know why, sir. I know that.
So you don't know why. You just telling me what to do without knowing why. Nothing. She started talking to me. I have no idea.
You could record in this area.
Yeah, I can record in all the publicly accessible areas. I know what I'm doing here. It's okay. I'm recording everywhere in the publicly accessible areas. I didn't go by. Look, come here. I didn't go past where it says VA employees only. I didn't go past there, okay? I didn't go into any restricted areas.
Maintaining a respectful demeanor, Reyes assures the officers that he intends to film only publicly accessible areas of the facility. He clarifies that he is not targeting any specific employees, but reserves the right to continue filming if someone happens to pass by within the camera's view.
I'd like to be moved off your video. You didn't have my permission.
Ma'am, who are you? Can you tell me that now, or? You didn't.
I did.
I have no idea who you are.
I'm a staff member here, federal government employee.
Federal government employee, and your name, and so that means you're public service. You're a public servant.
You were recording me without my permission.
So that means that you're a
state of Pennsylvania. That's against the law.
So you should. So if you feel that that's against the law, you should call law enforcement, ma'am.
Your video.
Ma'am, if you feel that's against the law, you should call law enforcement, and maybe they can educate you.
Call federal police.
So, ma'am, you just admitted you are a public servant. So what's your name and title here? You said you work for the public contact. What's your name, ma'am, as a public servant for the federal government?
I don't need to answer that to you.
You don't need to.
No, I don't.
It's just common courtesy of a public servant.
Me?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Okay, great. Then I'm definitely not going to answer it.
Okay.
Some corrupt public officials' aversion to cameras is baffling, as seen in this encounter. Recognizing that Reyes is well versed in his constitutional rights and cannot be easily intimidated, the employees call in a Federal Protective Service officer. This officer, however, appears to be both uninformed about the law and exhibits authoritarian tendencies. The FPS officer threatens Reyes with removal from the premises, displaying a power-hungry attitude. Fortunately, Special Agent Kingsley intervenes, standing up for Reyes' rights and shutting down the FPS officer's aggressive behavior. Kingsley clarifies that Reyes is within his rights to all public areas of the facility, fusing the tension principles of the Constitution.
How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
You can have my badge number.
Not your name?
That's all I'm required to give you by law.
Okay,
I'm not
that's fine.
required to give you my name. And you're
It's
not
not about.
get it.
It's not about being required.
34502. That's my identity. So let me ask you, what is your business here?
Do I have to answer that question
Yes,
by
you
law?
do. Yes, you do.
By law?
Because you're in a federal facility.
So that doesn't mean that I have to answer your questions because
Yes,
I answered a federal facility.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Because you want to be technical by the law. Let's
Here's
be
the law.
technical
right
by the
here
law.
It says that you have to.
Yeah, no, that doesn't say
41
that.
CFR 102-7.
Show me where it says that I have to answer your questions.
You have to be here on official business.
I am here on official
ask you whether
business.
what that official business is when you come into a federal facility.
It's a constitution protected business.
What's your federal business? What's your official business?
I would refer you, sir, to the DHS memo.
What's your official business?
Are you familiar with the 2000?
You're not going to answer the question.
I'm referring you to you are DHS, correct?
Are you going to answer the question?
So you're DHS.
I asked you a question first. You answered my question
I'm going
with the
to.
question.
I'm not answering with a question, sir. I'm telling you.
You haven't answered my question yet.
I'm telling you, as DHS, I'm telling you to look at the DHS memo from 2018.
We have a special agent on the way up here.
Yeah, that's fine.
She's going to make
be
the judgment call whether you could be here or not. And if not, I'm going to throw you out.
You're not going to touch me. That's for sure. I'm telling you now, you're not going to throw me out.
I'm letting you know that now. So have your fun now.
And I'm telling you now.
Have your fun now.
I'm telling you now, you're not going to touch me.
Have your fun now.
I'm telling you now.
When she comes, she's going to make the final decision.
And you're not going to touch me. That's for sure.
There's nothing you can
There's
do.
no need for that.
There's nothing you can do about it.
You're not going to touch me. I know that.
What are you going to do if I do?
Don't worry about it. Do it.
I have a legal right to
do it. No, you don't.
You have to abide by the rules.
Nope. You have to abide by the rules. There's a DHS memo from 2018. Why aren't you abiding by your own rules? Your own policies and procedures.
The DHS memo does not supersede the law.
2018. Read it.
41 CFR 102-74.
Yeah, what does it say?
Says that you can come into.
Let me see.
Read it.
Sure.
I brought it in here especially for you so you could see.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So this is a memo on First Amendment auditors. Is that who I am?
Is that what you are claiming to be?
Never once.
Okay.
Never once claimed to be that.
You're showing characteristic traits that's what you are.
Oh, you're showing characteristic traits that you're a tyrant. By saying you're going to throw me out.
If I was a tyrant, I would have threw you out.
No, you're not going to now, nor later.
He's a special agent right here.
Hi, how are you, ma'am? Yeah, how are you? I'm sorry?
I just want to show you my credentials.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I'm a special agent with FPS. What's going on?
Hi, I'm just in the publicly, there's a DHS memo from 2018. I'm just in the publicly accessible areas. My name is Sean. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not, you know, the ADA here says that I can't take pictures of employees, but I have a right to film government employees in the course of their duty, and the DHS memo, there's no need for you to put those on. There's no need. So you see your officer here is threatening to throw me out and get physical with me. I have not once escalated the situation. Yeah, you said you were going to throw me out.
I'm good. I'm going to walk away. Okay. I'm going to be right here.
I have not once escalated the situation. I've identified. No, I don't need any help. I'm just taking some pictures of building of the government in the publicly accessible areas of this building here.
Okay.
That's all. I'm working on a story. I'm a journalist. That's it. And I haven't bothered anyone. I'm not doing anything wrong. I've been very reasonable. I've identified myself. I don't know what else I can do to.
No, you're fine. And just so I'm clear, do you have any business with the VA today?
I have no business directly with them, other than
So you
asking
just wanna take some
questions. I'm just
pictures?
taking some pictures in the publicly accessible areas, ma'am. That's it. That's all.
You're good.
All right, thank you.
What did you say your name was?
My name is Sean.
Sean?
Yeah,
Okay.
my name's Sean. I'm an independent journalist.
Did you
You'll
go
see.
through security screening?
I did. Yes, I did.
You have any
Of
knives
course.
or weapons?
No, I went through the security screening.
Just checking.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
nothing. I obviously have nothing on me. I'm just taking some pictures of video in the publicly accessible areas of this building, and that's all I'm going to do. And you said your name was
Special Agent Kingsley.
Kingsley. Thank you, Special Agent Kingsley. I appreciate it. Okay. Have a good day.
Special Agent Kingsley expertly de-escalates the situation, demonstrating the proper way for public officials to uphold the law. She confronts the overbearing FPS officer, shutting down their aggressive behavior. If the employees and FPS officer had been better informed about citizens' rights, the incident could have been avoided entirely. While it's satisfying to witness misbehaving and uninformed police officers being put in their place by federal agents, it's important to remember that not all instances of police misconduct result in appropriate consequences. Many officers who overstep no bound often escape prosecution. If you have made it this far, please share your thoughts in the comment section and subscribe for